Come cheer Team India Sudirman Cup Gold Coast in 2017.
Sudirman Cup が初めてゴールドコーストで開かれます。
ぜひ応援に来てください。
希望大家关注黄金海岸苏迪曼杯，
为中国队加油。
The Sudirman Cup. There is no other badminton tournament quite like it. This prestigious BWF major event pits nations against each other in a 5-discipline contest to see who deserves to be crowned the World Mixed Team Champion. Beautiful Gold Coast in Australia played host to 27 teams from all around the world for the 15th edition of the competition, and it was the first time the championships were held in Oceania.
Mungkin orang mengenal bulu tangkis di Asia.
Most people know about badminton in Asia, while others know it in Europe. But now with the Sudirman Cup held in Australia, it's a brilliant place to be in to grow the sport further. Hopefully in the future, badminton will be just as popular as tennis, and it will be truly enjoyed as a global sport.
Merasakan bahwa bulu tangkis ini adalah milik dunia.
In the days leading up to Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017, the sport's governing body, the BWF, held its AGM to share its exciting plans for the next 4 years. Delegates from 145 member associations attended. But it wasn't all work and no play. Everyone, including delegates, players and officials, were treated to a cocktail reception and lavish gala dinner.
There's a few entertainment things going on. During the cocktail, there'll be a nice dinner. That's where the whole thing starts, celebrating the welcome to this huge event. And then from here, it's all about practice, play, and everything they usually do. But I hope they'll enjoy themselves here a couple of days before we kick off.
I'm delighted to be here because I can have a good time with everyone. I get to relax now and then focus on the matches later.
With the conclusion of that lovely evening, it was game time. 12 teams in Group 1 challenged for the Sudirman Cup title, while the remaining teams vied for ranking positions. So there was plenty of exciting badminton on display at the Gold Coast Sports and Leisure Stadium. Defending champions China, Japan, Malaysia, Denmark, Thailand and Chinese Taipei all progressed as expected to the knockout stage of the competition. The big result in the group stage was India edging out inaugural winners Indonesia to claim a place in the last 8. Unlucky for India though in the quarter-finals, they were drawn against the 10-time winners and the Chinese proved too strong as they beat the South Asians 3-0. It was a similarly one-sided affair between Japan and Malaysia, with the Southeast Asians going down 3-1. Korea also booked their place in the semi-finals, beating Chinese Taipei by the same scoreline. And it was Thailand that impressed and provided the shock result of the round. Facing Denmark, the Thais ousted the second seeds to secure bronze. But their day in the sun didn't last. The Thais came up against an energetic and spirited Korean side in the semi-finals. Korea's band of fresh-faced players surged into the final, beating Thailand 3-1. In the other semi-final, China held off a feisty Japan. The Chinese rebounded from a shock defeat of world number 1 Cheng Se-wei and Cheng Qing-chen in the opening mixed doubles match to triumph against the Japanese. So China went into their 7th consecutive final and were looking to break their own record as a competition's title holder, but against Korea, history and other ideas.
The 2 most successful teams in the history of the competition for a 5th time meet in the final to do battle for the right to be called World Mixed Team Champions.
In the finale, China's men's doubles Olympic champions Fu Haifeng and Jiang Nan cruised to victory in straight games to put China 1-up. With Fu's power smashes, Choi Sol-gyu and So Sung-jae had nothing in their arsenal with which to hurt their opponents. The pair sealed China's lead in 42 minutes, 21-14, 21-15. Women's singles was next, and Korea tied things up with Sung Ji-hyun showing her experience and composure against China's He Bingjiao. Sung was hardly threatened, and with her steady game, she closed it out 21-12, 21-16. The men's singles match followed, and the Chinese were soon back in the driving seat when reigning world and Olympic men's singles champion Chen Long defeated John Hyuk-jin. The Chinese player was unfazed by all that John threw at him and dominated the Korean with his vicious smashes. 21-10, 21-10 the final score to put China 2-1 up.
Symmetry in the scoreline. 21-10, 21-10.
And if China thought their world number 4 pair Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan would seal their 11th Sudirman Cup title, Korea's Chang Yi-na and Lee So-hee spoiled it for them. Chang and Lee defended brilliantly and expertly countered the aggressive Chinese. A frustrated Chen and Jia fell apart, and the Korean pair surged to victory, 21-19, 21-13, to even the scores 2-all.
And we've got our wish that this Sudirman Cup final should go to a 5th and deciding match.
It sets up a nail-biting encounter in the deciding mixed doubles match. China threw All England champions Lu Kai and Huang Ya-chong to the fore. But as the match played out, the Chinese duo were always second best against a fired-up Choi Sol-gyu and Che Yu-jung. The Korean pair were fearless in their attack and at the same time defended astutely. After 51 minutes, Choi and Che sealed the match point and delivered Korea their 4th Sudirman Cup.
They've done it. The 14-year wait is over. 14 years since Korea last won the Sudirman Cup.
일단 한국에서부터 저희 혼합복싱에서 많은 준비를 해왔는데 막상
This is by far the toughest tournament we have ever had to play in, but we reminded ourselves to trust in our preparations and our own abilities. We needed to believe we could win this match and the final today.
14 years they waited to get their hands on the cup again, and finally, Korea are champions of the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017.
The Total BWF